Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Charlie to a 420 Bible study and Torah tour. Let's get settled. We're going to do a backlot tour today of the temple. We're going to look at Exodus 19 from the Torah, the side notes, and the sage's thoughts. Alright? So we're going to have to grab a few things. We're going to grab our incense. Nice. I brought our talisman. I did this with my kid. Very fun. And with our incense, of course, it's cannabis, right? So we want to make sure we have our cannabis incense. Too loud. We're going to get kicked out of here. Alright, so with that, we'll quiet down a little bit. We don't want to get kicked out for the backlot tour. But looking at the incense, it's going to help us. It's the Hem Corporation. It's a hemp product, which is hemp, or hem, or Hashem. See, hash, hemp, empire, hempire. At that point, he's a chemist, and it's chem, as in chem cookies. All right, so I have all these things. Now, it is the Sabbath, so I do want to make sure, and since we're in the back lot, they shut off the heat, so we're going to grab our shul, and we're going to wrap it around us as we need to a little bit. And there it is. There's my shul. So we're going to see if we can kind of wrap it around us, or just kind of lay it over our lap. I think that's what'll be good. So, with that, it's right here to keep us nice and warm. Oh yes, what we'll do is, we'll do that. Oh, I like that. I'm trying to set this up as we get ready to go on this tour, right? We got to get ready to go to the backlot tour. So, okay, so we'll do it just like this. All right, so we almost have a Greek toga. Fair enough. At that point, we're good. Let me get the commandments right there, because we're getting, I mean, this is all about the Sabbath. What a way to spend the Sabbath with Hashem, right? We're going to extend this video out, so I think it's going to be a little bit longer one. It's a study. So at that point, we have our protection. And when it says in the New Testament, put on the armor of God, it's talking about your internal strength. Not by outside, but by internal. Cleaning, positive energy, and positive thoughts. So, with that, we are in Exodus 19. I'm going to read the sub-notes on the left side, and then we'll read the sage's notes. Oh, but first, of course, we have to have our offering, right? Yes. So we have our offering. And nice and quiet. Ooh, how cool is this tour, right?
You don't use Groupon?
No Groupon for the tour. All right, so now we've got all of our smoke. We're well protected in the presence of God. The cloud appears. Let's hear what it says. So, Exodus 19. Arrival at Sinai. We just went through that. When they arrive at the mountain, and then Lord Hashem, God of Israel, and Moses, they have a conversation. And it's just a voice. So he's really totally high. But he believes this is God. He makes it very believable when he heals all of your diseases. So, this is God's proposal. Oh, okay, it's a proposal. Wait, stop, and think about the word proposal. Are you proposing to your wife? Did your husband propose to you? Did you propose a plan or an idea at the board meeting? Or is God saying, hey, this is my proposal to you. Would you like to marry me in the land of Cana? Marijuana, Maracana, Mary bosom, Mary's bosom for Jesus. Great. So with that, God's proposal. And then it continues with the preparing for the Torah. Now, you wouldn't see that in the Bible because they took it out. So that's why we focus on the Torah and then reinsert Hashem and law and Torah and all those words correctly where they may go in our thoughts. So we're fully aware, fully sober of who Hashem is, as Jesus is fully aware of the Father and Moses. So, Hashem said to Moses, "Go to the people and sanctify them today and tomorrow, and they shall wash their clothing. Let them be prepared for the third day, for on the third day Hashem shall descend in the sight of the entire people on Mount Sinai, and you shall set boundaries for the people." So then we continue through Exodus 19, and then it says the day of revelation. Well, if this is the day of revelation, and the book of Revelations is the revelation, at that point, reveal a son, right? Shun and sun, same Hebrew letter, different sound. So there's the parable right there. One letter, two sounds. One letter, four sounds. Look at CH. Karma, harm, charm, Christmas, Hanukkah, Hanukkah, Hannah, Anna, Mary Ann, Maria, or Mary, Mary, Mary Ann, Mariana, marijuana, Mary. At that point, you see how the language develops? That's what we're learning. So, it says, on the day of the revelation, on the third day. So what were the instructions on day 1 and 2? Let's go back. It says, let them be prepared. Go to the people and sanctify them today. If you hear his voice today, don't ignore it. So, sanctify them today and tomorrow, and they shall wash their clothes. Let them be prepared for the third day. And on the third day, when it was morning, there was thunder and lightning and a heavy cloud on the mountain, and the sound of the shofar was very powerful, and the entire people that was in the camp shuddered. Moses brought the people forth in the camp toward God, and they stood at the bottom of the mountain. All of the Mount Sinai was smoking. All of Mount Sinai was smoking because Hashem had descended upon it in the fire, a smoking fire pot, a pot of fire. Potiphar. Pot of fire. Now, isn't the gold, the aromatic resin that is produced from it, oh my goodness, is it a pot of gold? Maybe it's the lost city of gold, Havilah, Cush, Garden of Eden, the earth, and no one would ever find it because no one was actually looking as the only thing that has humankind on it, and animals. And God can talk to both. So, its smoke ascended like the smoke of the furnace, and the entire mountain shuddered exceedingly. All of Mount Sinai was smoking. Okay, well, let me be Mount Sinai right now. Rise from the ashes. Listen to the songs, right? So where was I? Crap. All of Mount Sinai was smoking because Hashem had descended upon it in the fire. Wood. Its smoke, fire, wood, and smoke ascended like the smoke of a furnace, and the entire mountain shuddered exceedingly. So, Hashem said to Moses, "Go descend, then you shall ascend, and Aaron with you, but the Kohanim and the people shall not break through to ascend to Hashem, lest he burst forth against them." Moses went down to the people and said all the words. And here we are now in Exodus 20. So what do the subnotes say for Exodus 19? Okay, so Exodus 19 subnotes start over here. Where are they? Great. Here it is. 19:1. You guys ready? We're going to go 4 more minutes. The climax of the Exodus, the orgasmic feeling of elation and elevation and out of your mind and oh my goodness, whoa, what was that? That's what we're preparing. So the climax of the Exodus is now at hand. That's fascinating. The climax is at hand. Yeah, it sure is. Moses' early doubts about Israel's worthiness to be redeemed are being answered by the nation's readiness to serve God at the mountain. The word, not going to do it, say the word implies a mild form of speech. When Moses spoke to the house of Jacob, which refers to the women, Mechillah, he was to express the commandments in a manner suited to their compassionate, maternal nature. The Word. The Word. And relate implies firmness, for when Moses spoke to the children of Israel, and if we are children, we are just newborn babies craving pure spiritual milk, like Paul said in Peter, where we started the tour yesterday. And at that point, oh my goodness, we need to be with our parents all the time. Don't separate us from our parents. So, the children of Israel, which refers to the men, he was to teach the commandments in a firm manner. So we're going to teach the commandments in a firm manner. Now, although the Creator who had delivered Israel from slavery had the right to demand that they accept the Torah. So God has the right that we accept the Torah. But I think it's going to go, such was not the divine plan. Divine being a French word, divine, of the branch, of the vine. No, he's going to let you blow it with Adam, be disconnected, and are you going to find and follow what all of our ancestors did and be reckoned with God? Reconnect, reconnect. Quinneh, according to Indian writings, as my 5th grader, 10-year-old showed me. Connecticut, connect to the sun, connection, Quinneh, sun. So it's the branch. You add fire, you get a blazing torch, and a fragrant cloud of incense arises. That's what we're discussing. So, such was not the divine plan, as the familiar narrative of the sages teaches. God offered the Torah to other nations, but they all refused it. God offered the Torah to all the other nations, but they refused it. The Greeks translated it, put on their togas, used it for their Grecian baths. I've learned about Herodotus, and that's what I learned back then. So we'll end at 1420. But Herodotus, in his writings, said they took the cannabis and used it for their great Grecian baths. We're going to take it back. Build the temple. Baruch Hashem.